same time still saluting what they've accomplished, the Spartans have in Class 6A2, just being totally dominant. And he was able to do it in front of his friends, his teammates, his family, and his brother made it over there as well, Brennan, from what I understand. And Braylon joins us, like I said, right now. And Braylon, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You know, you and I have talked a bunch. I saw you in Tulsa at 7-on-7. I know Marshall from our staff has caught up with you on a number of occasions. I've been at, a lot of your games. Um, I'm still shaking my head over that Jinx game last year because not the fact you guys won. That was the second year in a row you won. That was probably a better Jinx team. But I remember walking in the stadium thinking, I thought we had COVID-19. Place was packed, man. It was crazy. But talk a little bit about what the recruiting process was like for you, because I know when you had that huge game against Tulsa, Washington on ESPN last year, things kind of exploded. All of a sudden, it was a little different than what your brother went through. People trying to, him trying to get people to pay attention to him, undersized maybe, um, and it never really happened. But on that one night, things exploded for you. So kind of take us through how things went.
Well, just after that night, it did take off. It was definitely a blessing. But I had, a ton of different schools just contacting me left and right, and I mean, I was blessed, but I enjoyed it as much as I could. It didn't start wearing on me, but I was just at the point where I was ready to make a decision and just kind of shut my recruitment down.
You know, I've always said when a school gets a brother, a blood brother, to come and play for them after the older brother has been there, that's a pretty good sign because sure, the coaches talk to you, but if you really want to know what it's like to be a football player at Oklahoma State, you just call your brother and say, "Hey, tell me, is what's this like? Do they treat you right? All those kind of things." So, I'm assuming Brennan told you the right things and told you that this would be something that would work for you.
Well, actually, Brennan didn't. I actually didn't ask Brennan like any of that. I may have called him to just kind of get help with how I should go about certain things in the recruitment game, just because he's been in it and I haven't. But as far as um, how the coaches were treating him or anything, that's something I really didn't have to ask or really didn't want to, because he told me at the end of the day he could tell me that OSU is the best program in the nation. But he said it was up to me. So he didn't do anything to try to persuade me or get me to go there. He left it completely up to me.
Well, that's interesting, and I can see that. I can see that side of it too. Now, it did. I saw the video on television. I think Marshall captured it too of when he arrived and came up behind you when you were doing interviews. It sure looks like he's excited that the two of you guys will be teammates again, and I'm assuming you're excited as well.
Yes, sir. I'm beyond excited. He was beyond excited. Because when I told him, he was just happy. I can just tell by the emotion and the expression on his face. So, I'm excited to, at least have that chance to play with him again, and I know he is too.
By the way, we're not taking Braylon out of class. He doesn't. He's got online classes in the morning. I don't want people to think we're causing you to be late for class or anything like that. So I wanted to put that out there. Just a couple of things left, and the first one is I'm going to throw some names out here that you may not have heard of, or maybe you have. Raphael Denson. That goes way back to I guess to the 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Uh, Josh Stewart, who's a little more current, and then even more current than that is Tyreek Hill, Those are players that came in and were labeled athletes on offense that played some running back, played some slot, even played some wide out, just kind of moved around and kind of a jackknife on offense. I'm guessing from everything I've heard, and I want you to straighten me out. Um, that's kind of what they've been telling you.
Yes, sir. I mean, I've had talks with Coach Dunn and Coach Gundy, and they just describe me as an athlete that can do a lot of things, like play slot, return game, take it from the backfield. But I mean, when I talked to Coach Gundy, that's kind of what he described them as using me as, kind of like a Tyreek Hill hybrid type player, to where I can take snaps from the backfield and run between tackles, but I mean I can also split out in the slot position and run a curl or run a go route. So I mean, just that hybrid position that you've seen a lot of successful people play.
Yeah, and the last thing, like I said, I've seen you play a lot. It's extremely fun to watch. Bixby and Lauren Montgomery and the coaches at Bixby, they use you a lot of different ways because you've got a lot of skill, a lot of talent. But I know it's not just the coaches; it's your family. You got a strong family with your parents and brothers and sisters, and then it's your teammates. I just wanted to give you a chance to kind of uh, tell the audience how important everybody that has been on this path with you, how important they've been for helping you out.
Extremely important. Extremely important. I don't think without the support system I've had through this path, through this journey since I was little, I don't know if I would be where I am right now. So I mean, I'm extremely grateful for all the family, all the support, all the friends that have pushed me and helped me along the way.
And the fun thing is, everybody's going to get a chance to see you in red, white, and blue again this season, and I have no doubt Bixby has got not only yourself but a lot of other talented kids on that football team. It's going to be another great year for the Spartans. So I know we're all going to get to enjoy watching you play this senior season. So I appreciate it and thank you for coming on. Thank you for your time and again, congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, Braylin Presley, everybody, and again.